February 14th, 2000, Valentine's Day. In the small town of Shelby, North Carolina, a 9-year-old girl named Asha Degree was asleep in the bedroom she shared with her brother, or at least, everyone thought she was. Hours later, her bed was empty. No forced entry, no screams, no struggle, nothing. And somehow, in the middle of a cold February storm, a little girl had walked out into the darkness. Multiple drivers would later report seeing her alone on Highway 18. One man even tried to help, but when he turned around, Asha ran into the woods. And then she disappeared. More than 25 years later, no one knows where she went or who she met. But scattered along the road, investigators found strange clues: candy wrappers, a pencil, a hair bow, a photograph nobody recognized. And years later, her backpack, buried 30 miles away. This is the mystery of Asha Degree. Asha Degree was born on August 5, 1990. She lived with her parents, Harold and Aquila Degree, and her older brother in Shelby, North Carolina. Friends and family described her as shy, kind, and extremely well-behaved. She loved basketball, she loved school, and according to everyone who knew her, she was afraid of dogs, afraid of the dark, and would never willingly speak to strangers, which makes what happened next almost impossible to understand. Sunday, February 13th, 2000. The Degree family spent the evening together. They watched television. There had been a power outage caused by a nearby accident. Eventually, everyone went to bed. At around 2:30 in the morning, Harold Degree checked on his children. Both appeared to be asleep. But by 6:30 a.m., Asha was gone. Police arrived almost immediately. Hundreds of volunteers joined the search. Helicopters, tracking dogs, neighbors, church members, entire communities. But there was one terrifying question. Why would a 9-year-old girl leave home, alone, during a storm? Then came something unexpected. Truck drivers began calling police. Several motorists reported seeing a small child walking south along Highway 18, around 4 in the morning, in heavy rain. One driver, Roy Blanton, thought it was strange. Another man, Jeff Roop, became concerned enough to turn his vehicle around. But when he approached, the child ran from the road and disappeared into the woods. It would be the last known sighting of Asha Degree. The next day, searchers discovered something strange. Inside a storage shed near the highway, they found candy wrappers, a pencil, a green marker, and a yellow hair bow. Her parents identified the items as belonging to Asha. There was also something else. A photograph. A picture of another little girl. Someone nobody recognized. To this day, the mystery of that photograph remains unsolved. For more than a year, nothing. Then, in August 2001, construction workers made an unexpected discovery, 30 miles away, near Morganton. Buried inside 2 trash bags was Asha's backpack. Inside, investigators found several items: clothing, school materials, and 2 objects that raised even more questions: a New Kids on the Block t-shirt that didn't belong to Asha, and a Dr. Seuss library book called McGilligan's Pool. Investigators believe both objects may be critical clues. In 2016, the FBI released a new lead. Witness information suggested Asha may have entered a vehicle, possibly a 1970s Lincoln Continental Mark IV, or a Ford Thunderbird, with rust around the wheel wells. Someone out there may have seen that car. Over the years, many theories have emerged. Did Asha run away? Was she lured from home? Did she plan to meet someone she trusted? Or was she simply in the wrong place at the worst possible moment? No theory has explained every clue. Not the eyewitness sightings, not the candy wrappers, not the unknown photograph, and certainly not the backpack buried 30 miles away. Even after 25 years, the mystery remains. Today, Asha Degree would be in her 30s. Her parents have never stopped searching, neither has the FBI. Investigators still believe someone knows what happened. Someone has lived with the answer for 25 years. And perhaps the truth behind one of America's strangest disappearances is still waiting to be discovered. Because somewhere beyond Highway 18, Asha Degree's story still has an ending. We just don't know what it is.